It's the morning show with Bruce and Shannon.
That's Shannon and Bruce, remember?
Oh, my bad. Some cool topics.
And things you maybe didn't know yesterday.
So let's have some fun, and you might just learn something new.
So here they are.
Bruce
Shannon
and
and
Shannon.
Bruce.
Oh, boy.
Good morning. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning.
How are you?
Okay, now I'm somber. Sorry.
Sorry. Well, it's hold on a second here. Let's get this. There we go. I'm good now. How's your coffee?
It's okay. It's probably cold, but
So we're downtown working on that other house, and really, we got. It's you get to where you like some things, and if you don't have it, you miss it. So I'm going to say, for example, I tried to be cheap, and see, that's not being cheap. Is normally. Oh, let me go here real quick. Let me make sure that I have us listed here. Give me one moment. And it should be there. Oh no, I'm not showing up on my thing here real quick. I'm just give me a second here, and I'll be.
Oh wow, Justin! Looks like Justin's gonna have to get rid of his car too. Did you see that?
I did see that.
Oh,
I did see. Well, he's.
dude.
It's
too many things.
Well, it's mainly because he still hasn't gotten that darn check from his.
Yeah.
From his deal.
Yeah.
From his deal there. So yeah.
And having to move out, he didn't have to move out. He choose to move out.
Yeah. I go and get the first time we have the little, we're getting the short-term rental ready, and we're I guess we're the test subjects, making sure that everything works well. And if you've ever gone to the coast, whenever you go to the coast or if you go to a hotel, you don't really, I guess sometimes you really don't think about it. You just go there and you do the thing. Mm-hmm. For us now, I look at it a little differently, and you'd probably do too, of going in and you want to try to see yourself as a guest.
Yeah, but I mean, most hotels and stuff, they don't provide the creamer and the, they have their sometimes they provide nothing.
They have their how in the
complimentary coffee is in the lobby.
No, I'm going more for the continental breakfast.
Oh gosh, yeah, which means stale donuts,
some donuts and some powdered eggs that have been put into a heating pan and stuff like that. But I decided I wanted to get cheap and just get some stuff down there, so I bought some generic. When I was at Walmart, I got some generic coffee, only a 6-pack or a 12-pack of Keurig things, and they're okay. Didn't particularly.
No, they're okay.
And,
Walmart brand.
And then I went ahead and got cheap on the creamer. I'm just going to have just a vanilla creamer here, and lo and behold, that once you're used to sugar-free creamer,
mm-hmm.
It just doesn't do it.
I think you acclimate to things, though. I think that you you get used to things. So if that's all you've had, then that works fine.
Well,
it's
sure.
just that's not what we're used to. So didn't work for me.
Well,
for me it was like
I was drinking it when we're sitting on the porch over there and going like, oh, so this is what real coffee unenhanced tastes like, even though you enhanced it.
Yeah, I don't know. No, real coffee, just black coffee, it's just like bitter mud water. It's gross.
So
can't do it.
got a few topics for this little topics for us to talk about this morning. They're saying take a break from social media during scroll-free September. Okay. It says, you think you can get through a month with little to no social media use? It says a scroll-free September is a campaign started in the UK that encourages social media users to take a break from all personal social media accounts for 30 days during September. What's your opinion?
You couldn't do it.
I Probably couldn't.
No,
Because
there's no way you could do it.
Well, social media versus just internet. I mean, just like YouTube. If you're trying to search for things or do this or do that.
You have the music stuff, so you've got all the different things where you have to actually use your social media to do things. You know, it's to you, it's part of your work.
Yeah.
So for that alone, you wouldn't be able to do it. But you're also freaking nosy, so it's like.
I am. We're buffering a little bit here on this one. Look at our faces.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Your face looks as bad as mine.
I know. Let me.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm gonna go back here and just refresh, see if I can do that.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness. See, I think we're back now again.
That's fine. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure you could do it. Me, however, in a heartbeat. Yeah, I could do it. I could do it easy. I mean, I just have to let some people know, hey, I won't be on. So if you try to give me information, you're gonna have to text me. I mean, I'd probably still have to go onto my messenger sort of thing just to make sure that important information didn't come through from different people. Because I mean, like I've got family that live in Australia and stuff, so I've got to make sure that I've got all information.
Man, I see we're doing some major buffering today.
That's prime for the day.
Yeah,
it's just how the day is going today.
Yeah. So could I do it? It would be.
So are we getting nothing through? Is nothing going through, or is
that
just your phone?
I don't know. So anybody, let me just put on here real quick. In the comments, we're on Facebook Live here too, by the way. So, how are we doing here? Are we
let me
buffering, or can you catch us? You hear us? Okay. There we go. I'll do it that way.
Yeah, I don't know. It says showing the.
Are you?
Beginning.
Oh, well, look there. You're going okay.
No, that's like the beginning. Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So you're doing good on yours. I'm frozen. So for social media stuff, I could probably limit
it. Like give yourself a certain amount of time per day. So like when you get your thing on how much you've used your phone, do you get that?
I do. And
what does it say?
And I'm excited to see when it says I've used my phone an hour less.
Which less meaning you've only used it 9 hours instead of 10?
Which means that I had it plugged into the charger in my car when I was out doing stuff for 12 hours.
But I mean, how many hours do you average? Because my average is less than an hour on my phone.
Ooh, well,
I know.
Yeah,
right? Because I just don't. It's just not my thing.
Less than an hour for you for the week, I guess is what you're saying.
So, no, per day.
Oh, per day.
Week. I wouldn't be able to like even text you back.
I'm anywhere between 3 and 4 hours a day.
Oh, that's not even true.
What
it's not even.
It's not. You don't think so?
No. I guarantee if you looked at your phone, it's probably like 6 hours.
Ooh, well, you know, I look at a lot of tutorials too as well. You
do.
So that helps.
Yeah.
It helps my life.
So no, I'm. You know, it's funny because, you know, it's so weird. So this weekend. Last weekend and stuff. I mean, there's just a lot of things have hit us lately that has just been like, you know, nuts. I'm, you know, my personality is, when I was young, I was really, when I was young, I was really shy in school. If I got to know you, I could talk your ear off. I probably was annoying to my family, and then probably why my mom kept throwing me outside and stuff. But so we went to my aunt's memorial, which was just so much fun to see my family and everything. But, something was said at some point. Somebody told me something someone else said, and what was that? And it was my, we're having...
Your mics?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Huh?
And so something was said, and kind of a derogatory comment about something with my personality, and it
kind of caught you off
stayed
guard.
with me
Yeah.
for the week, and so finally yesterday I cried about it. But sometimes people don't realize when they say things about somebody, there's no guarantee that the people who are listening aren't going to turn around and tell the person, and that's kind of what happened to me.
Yeah.
And this was, someone who is like
That's
my person.
Excuse me.
And it was upsetting and hard to hear. My personality is I was bullied pretty heavily when I was young, and I gravitate to quiet people, and I try to make people feel comfortable and stuff, and I thought that I thought my personality wasn't so bad. But then when you have people who are critical of things, it starts to make you feel pretty crappy about yourself. So that got me through the week.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. And it's
you're so you're so defensive of me. I don't want you to feel be upset with anybody, and you forgive people for the things that they say, but sometimes that particular thing, even though you've forgiven the person and you're like, they weren't thinking, they just kind of rambled off the top of their head and whatever, but it still makes you feel critical about yourself. And so then still in the back of your mind you're thinking there's something wrong with you because you aren't, because this person said this thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, well, I talk too much, or then I'm not everybody's cup of tea or something like that. There was one particular point where I saw somebody I hadn't seen in over 20 years, and I literally squealed with delight. I mean, I
heard that.
I think everybody heard it. I mean, I couldn't not. I mean, I hadn't seen her in forever, my cousin Jenny, and I just hadn't seen her in forever. And so she came around to surprise me. She came around and just went like this. And I was so excited to see her, and I saw people turn around and look at me, and I thought, well, I'm sure that was not what people wanted to.
You see,
but I was just excited.
I know.
And so I was excited, and I was having so much fun, and I felt so happy to see all these people that I haven't seen in so many years, and then all of a sudden to have somebody kind of like get you. It was kind of like, okay. So I can't be me because it's not everybody's cup of tea.
Well, I think
it was just a comment. It was a flippant comment, but it made me feel critical of myself.
I know. I was thinking that, that some folks they kind of wanted to be like lighthearted. I mean, and funny, and it's like where am I trying to? It would be like me saying, somebody said like, can you get somebody that stumbles all the time? And if we're in a group and go like, Jay, come on, even though he maybe doesn't, you just spout out a name.
You just say.
And it's
Feltner says, talk too much, Shannon. For Pete's sake, we had to hit you over the head to get a complete paragraph from you. but that was during some of my shy time. That was when you met me, Brian. I was a little more shy back then. I was terrified of people back then. And then there came this point where I realized that I could kind of help people who couldn't talk very much, and I would kind of try to make people feel comfortable by talking a lot, and then I mean, I guess I don't know. It's weird because I mean, I know I talk a lot. I have so when I see people that I haven't seen in a while, I miss them so much that I talk their ear off because I want to catch up. I get so excited. I want to ask all these questions, and I want to hear, and I want to share my stories, and I want to catch up. I want to like fill it all up. then came by Birdie, and out the shell comes Shannon. That was nobody had ever given me something like that. That was a huge moment for me. But yeah, so I, and you, Brian, actually were one of my best friends who actually got me talking and let me talk. And it was fun and silly and kind of crazy, and you were like the brother I'd never had, But I have brothers, but they just didn't get me.
Yeah, but I totally agree with what you said about when you don't see somebody for a while, or remember I've always told you that whenever you don't see somebody in a while and do this and do that, you get there and you've only got 2 hours, an hour tops, maybe 2 hours to get 10 years of missing somebody.
You know how many people were at this thing that I hadn't seen in umpteen years?
Well, and you couldn't talk to them all.
Get to everybody.
I know you couldn't.
And I wanted to sit down with Mary and talk to Mary and have catch up on everything, but she kept going over to the kids area with where nobody else was, and so I would go over there and then I would come back and then I would mingle, and then by the time the evening was over, everybody, I had half the people I didn't get to really talk to, and so
we closed the building. Closed the building down.
So at the end, me and my cousins all were the girl cousins were all sitting at the table, and we talked and laughed until we closed the place, and everybody else had already left, and that was probably the most fun I've had in a year.
It was fun for you. Yeah, it was.
For me, years. I mean, I hadn't seen some of these people, and we got to reminisce about fun stuff, and it was just fun.
And then that poor bird.
Oh, my God. So we decided my aunt must have needed to go out with a bang. There was time, and so all of a sudden a bird got up on the transformer line. Right
outside of in the Fryhead parking lot out there.
And it frighted that bird.
That's good. I was where you were sitting. You were kind of facing towards it, and I was facing kind of toward. And man, it was like a giant sparkler. I've never.
It really was.
I don't really see live transformers that blow. They usually go, and then you feel like,
it didn't really blow. The power went out, and the power came back on. So the transformer didn't blow. It just sparked it. So the bird just got on some wire and blew itself. So all those sparklers you saw were probably feathers.
Oh, feathers. Broil.
Oh,
that poor thing.
It died quick, though.
I hope so. That poor bird hit the broiler.
My aunt she said, "Birdie, I need you to do something for me."
Here.
Just jump up on that wire just for a little bit. Promise. Won't feel a thing.
You won't feel a thing. It'll be spectacular.
It was pretty funny.
God.
It was and there we go.
And there you are.
So she went out with a bang. So it was really fun, but then, then I got home, and then you think everything through, and you
analyze everything.
And then you analyze. I do. I analyze everything. Did I make anybody unhappy? Did I do anything that somebody's hurt or something? And so then, yeah.
Yeah. For me, everything was. It was good to see a lot of folks, and for you folks that are just joining, we're talking about kind of like family reunion
type things, yeah.
And they had Fryheit at their best, had some catered food out there, burgers and stuff.
No, I think Debbie brought that in. I don't know if it came from Fryheit or if it was I don't know.
It looked like
may have been.
It looked like had fries.
It did.
But so it was all.
So it may have been.
It was on there, and then and I'm looking, of course, seeing. Then they said everybody can come and eat, and I've been sitting on the other side, going like, why? Why is there nobody getting in line to eat?
I know. Because everybody was so busy talking because we hadn't seen each other since like the last funeral.
So I'm not talking.
And it was like
I'm not really talking to anybody at the time. So I think I walked through the thing and I said, I told somebody you were talking to, hello. I said I'm gonna go eat.
I know. I was like,
so I get through the thing and fix my burger and get my fries.
So you got it all when it was nice and hot.
I did, and then I
had to take it home because I was talking to everybody and I didn't have time.
I was one of the first ones to use the ketchup and the mustard nozzles, where where they have those big old things and you press down on it, and sometimes the stuff comes out, sometimes it doesn't. But I tell you what, the mustard came out of there, but the nozzle was facing inward, and it shot all over the container. I mean, it was like,
oh my gosh.
What the worst part about it was, I didn't, just one squeeze wasn't enough for me to make a mess. I had to hit it a couple of times. I don't know why.
So you made a huge mess.
Well, I kind of like, since nobody touched it or anything, I kind of like scraped up to the side of it and kind of put it on my.
You're so weird.
I know it was,
I know.
But I didn't want to make such a mess.
So are you going to try to do the no scroll September? Scroll-free September?
Scroll-free September. I probably can. I think I've been spending less and less time on Facebook and on TikTok and stuff like that. The only thing that I've been spending time doing is finding something inspirational for what I'm doing at the other at the other house, trying to get it ready for the rental stuff.
Now this is interesting. Look what Brian's comment was.
That's because I was the loudmouth.
Yeah.
Felder.
And there you go. That's the phrase that was used on me. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Okay, so just so y'all know, Bruce is contemplating something, which is making me very sad because he worked really hard to build all of this sort of stuff up. But he's contemplating closing down the radio stations, and I'm not happy about it, but unfortunately financially the stations are not cheap, and one of his sponsors is having to bow out, and so the stations lately at the moment are breaking even, so then maybe not quite breaking even, but so we do the stations because of just the love of doing it, and unfortunately it's looking as if he's gonna have to give up something that he loves to do. So we're not sure exactly if that's the case, but it's a thing.
I mean, we're trying. We've got a lot of stuff going on in our family, and we're trying. You're talking about, you saying simplify. We've got to simplify our lives, and I totally understand that.
Yeah,
but it's you wake up, or you try to go to sleep one night, and you can't because you're contemplating these things, and it's like, okay, you're putting some.
Yeah, but. Okay, and I understand that, but you're doing this thing. You're playing music that doesn't get to be heard anyplace else, and you have hundreds of listeners a day, and so all of these people who are getting their music listened to, they're not going to get to have their music listened to. You're not going to get to provide the rock show. The rock station for all of these people who love that station. I mean, so it's just, how do you come up with like $500 a month for these stations, and still, it's just like, I mean, I don't know how we're going to do it, but I feel like you worked so freaking hard for how many years? How many years have you done this? Do you know?
Well, based on a Facebook memory that came up today, with a picture of me holding my banner with the sponsor that had to back out.
Oh.
But
they've been with us from the beginning.
Kamaltex has been with us forever.
Yeah,
so.
They just can't afford it anymore. So financially, everybody's struggling, and so I mean, I can't blame them for not.
Everybody is super struggling, and could I combine them?
The stations?
Not at this point. No,
they're so totally different.
Yeah.
And like the rock station is what he loves the most, and it does it have the most listeners?
We're pretty even up.
And then the country station is the one that helps so many of the country artists. Now the rock station helps a lot of the rock artists too, the local rock artists too. But
it gives people
the country artists are
the
ones that have the venues they play and everything, and so it's part of their financial support, And so, so we don't know what we're going to do. I don't want him to do it. He said, would you be okay? Would you give me permission to do this? Because he's just devastated by this. And I said, I can't. I'm not going to give you permission to do this right now, because it would break my heart to see it all end. And so, so we're going to, I don't know what we're going to do.
So here's
but anyway,
could you possibly do different days? The thing with the radio stations is that they're 24/7.
Yeah,
both of them are.
And so what you have to pay for is the BMI stuff and the all the internet things that give you the links and links it to the Amazon Dot and all of those different things. Each one of those things you have to pay different. And
you couldn't do you couldn't do different days because people, it
would still cost the same amount of money.
It still costs the same amount, and for me, if my internet goes down, or the service goes down, and they're going to say we're working on it, it'll be like 2 days before it's fixed. I'm going like, I'm losing listeners. Listeners are going somewhere else for 2 days.
Yeah, but I mean,
there's no different days. It goes 24/7.
Yeah.
All both of them do all the time.
So anyway,
and again, I'm sorry I sprung. It's something that's been weighing on me.
Yeah,
all
it makes me want to cry.
All month long, and I just didn't know I don't know what to do. So.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's up in the air right now, and I am really hoping that's not that it's just right now. I mean, that a lot of our expenses are things that are like the business opportunities we took on. Chickens and the radio station both are actually coming out of our pocket now, so it's just getting to the point where we're not doing any more hatching, we're not doing quail anymore. All we're doing is selling eggs, and then we're letting the chickens live out their lives, but unfortunately it still costs us $150 a week for feed.
Yeah.
And so it's just it's a thing. Our life is just kind of hemorrhaging money right now, and now we're having to put this house together at the same time, and that's costing us because he can't work because we're working on the house, plus it's costing us to work on the house because we need the supplies. So right now we're just like it's just too much stuff.
And which brings me to my next subject: top holidays and events for beer. Which if I had beer in the refrigerator right now, I would have a nice cold one sitting here in the mug.
You don't have any more beer?
I don't have any more.
Oh,
and then the last ones I bought. So when we get through, we just need to go downtown and have a beer at the other house.
Yes, Valeda. So new sponsors are needed, and it's just hard because people think internet radio stations don't get listened to, and so it's hard to they will only go through terrestrial.
Well, they'll go through
radio stations that are on the dial. That's the only ones they'll do because they don't think.
Or they'll spend $10 a month on Spotify, make their own little playlist.
Yeah, so it's just
So we'll see.
So let's see. Top holidays for beer.
Top holidays for beer. The first, I think,
Super Bowl.
Well, here's the top 8 that they had here.
And it doesn't have the what's the one with the Shamrock?
Oh, St. Patrick's Day.
St. Irish.
St. Irish Day.
Yeah, it doesn't have that one.
So
That's a huge
so let's do that as number 9. We'll add that to number 9. There's 9 of them, and St. Patrick's Day is number 9. Okay, just add it to the list.
Just add it to the list.
Number 8 is Easter.
Yeah.
I don't picture so much drinking beer on Easter, but I guess you do.
Yeah. As long as it's afternoon.
Number 7 is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and people eat more for Thanksgiving. Christmas, New Year's, yes, New Year's.
Christmas and New Year's, number 6. Super Bowl, number 5.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you're going to have all those beer commercials and stuff that are going to make you thirsty. So you got to make sure.
Leda says, I don't even drink anymore, and now I want to. Yep, me too.
Yeah.
I should spike my coffee. Seriously, it has been like, but I mean, I feel like everybody's going through stuff like this, and so it's just, we're all just kind of.
And when you take your 30-day break from social media, basically you're seeing everybody's issues, which is. I'm not saying that in a bad way.
For those who put the issues on, there are some people who don't talk about that kind of, talk about all their stuff.
Because they don't want people.
The groove of the world is, heavy.
They want people to think. They want people to think they're okay.
Or they don't want. They want people to think their life is perfect, and so yeah. So, but like, in case you just now popped in, what we're talking about is the fact that the radio stations may have to dissolve, and because of financial reasons, because one of our sponsors backed out, and it's just been it costs money to so this is not a telethon for sponsors,
but if
it's just that we're kind of really heartbroken that this may have to happen, and he asked me this morning to give him permission to dissolve this stuff, and I said no. I said no. You're not getting my permission. You do it on your own. I don't want to make. I'm not. Because I don't really. I don't want. That would just be heartbreaking.
Yeah. See, I enjoy this kind of. I enjoy this here.
Our banter.
Our banter.
Well, we do this on our own. This is just us doing it in front of them.
Yeah, we do this a lot. We do this a lot at home.
Sitting on the porch swing.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, maybe we should just be sitting on a porch swing with this right here, and just sitting on a porch swing. This is morning coffee with Shannon and Bruce.
Well, that's basically morning coffee. Yes, and the porch swing is so funny. He was like, we were at the other house, and we were sitting on the porch swing at that house, and because we stayed there a couple of nights, and we were sitting on the porch swing. He's like, dude, the swing is just loud. And he got up and he went inside, and it wasn't squeaking at all. And I was like, it's because you big fat man, come sit down.
You didn't fat.
You're not fat at all. But
this is all solid
meat.
Yeah.
He's skinny man. He's working his ass off.
I repainted that swing. And put the old. She said I was going to put new hardware on it, new chain and stuff. She said let's just save a little bit of money and let's do the old. I said that's not a problem at all. So I got that all done, and it's sitting in there, and it's she likes to swing, and if I have my feet in the wrong position, or if I cross my legs and I'm not swinging, she is like
you need to get another chair, bud.
Well, she's like she's going to get cramps in her thighs trying to push the swing with my big old butt sitting in there.
But the reason I swing, I have to move, is because I have fibromyalgia, and so fibromyalgia is nerve pain, and so when you're moving, you don't feel the nerve pain, but when you sit still, you feel everything, and so you got to move because it keeps you. That's why I like swinging and rocking. That's why my chairs have to bounce. My chairs have to do something, because otherwise I feel uncomfortable, and so
you have a rhythm.
Or I wiggle my feet.
And you've got a rhythm going.
Since I was job.
And it's I'm not paying any attention to it, really. I'm hearing tick, tick, tick. And
no, but it was like.
But it was loud, and then it got to a point where it was like, you know what? Why don't we nickname this chair Grandfather Clock?
Oh, that's right, because it was ticking.
Because she was swinging on this swing, and making that chain tick thanks to my big butt body, and it was
way more than me.
And she was it was in time. I'm going like, that sounds like a freaking clock. And
it did.
It did. So we got to finish here real quick. Had Super Bowl. This is top holidays and events for beer. Now, if you come up with another one that we've missed here, and that's fine too. Super Bowl was the last one, right? Father's Day, okay, Memorial Day, and Labor Day. Mm-hmm. I think those are big ones because those are big.
Yeah,
river
go
floating
to the park and river. Yeah.
And then number one is Valeda even mentioned 4th of July.
So that's in order of how they go? Yeah, there's like a few missing, man.
Right. So,
and not only that, but Christmas and New Year's need to be set two separate things. Because New Year's is totally different than Christmas. It's a completely different holiday.
Unless you're drinking beer all week long.
Unless you just sousing it up because you're off.
You just got your cases, or you got your keg.
Yeah.
Keg from Faust Brewery.
So Tom Guerrero says it's a tough market for TV as well. You know, I can imagine if you have to get sponsors for your TV stations, TV, stuff, then that would be, it's just, it's hard to do. And, you don't want to have, you can't like ask the people that the artist that you're playing, the music that you're playing from an artist, you don't want to say, hey, sponsor our radio station, we'll play your music, because for one, that's not legally, I mean, I don't know if it's a legal thing, but that's just not right. It's not good.
It ain't
not
cool.
It's not how you do things. If the people get their music played, it's all evenly done. He's got it all to where everybody's got their spot and it plays out, and so that everybody's music is played.
Yep.
And not only that, but we live off of a musician's salary, and it's not you spend sometimes up to 6 hours at a gig playing for $150. I mean, it's just, it doesn't pay. It's a love, it's a passion for life, and if you're a musician and you play music for a living, like he does, you can't not do it. I mean, I have seen him not play for months, and it doesn't last long. And I'm like, you need to go back, because it's a passion. It's part of who he is, So plus, he plays with his best friends, so he gets together with. I mean, I wouldn't want to miss out on several days a month where I get to hang out with my best friends and play music. Goodness, So it's just. Yeah,
unfortunately, it's been almost a month since we played the last time. It's so this next weekend we're going to be over at Krause's. We haven't been at Krause's for years.
See, now and I want to go to that one. That would be fun.
That would be kind of cool. It's from 6. I think it's from either from 6 to 9 or 6:30 to 9. It's early evening.
Okay. So Valeda says, so can you get like the subscription to where we watch you on this show and it pays for the other show? Well, there's this morning show thing is just, it's kind of it's kind of a way for us to remind people that there's a radio station. It also is a way for us to talk about our sponsors and talk about artists. Sometimes we'll have an artist come in and do an interview and stuff, which is always so much fun. But it's really just kind of an extra little thing it's almost it's a show that goes on the radio station. So like if you're listening to the radio station right now, you will hear this show on the radio station.
Yes.
And so like people who, I mean, we have people overseas who listen to the radio station, and so they're listening to the show right now too. So hey. How's it going? And the station is listened to quite a bit, but it it doesn't. So the subscription thing, a lot of people prefer to just listen to Spotify and stuff like that. His radio station has very few sponsors right now, so there's very, very little commercials. So it's kind of nice, to listen to it because it's mostly music and almost no commercials. So it's really, really nice.
Yeah, if anybody wanted to pay me not to have commercials on here, I'd be more than happy to not have commercials.
And so, I mean, it's great to, it's a great idea to have people pay in subscriptions or something like that. But I think it would be hard to get them, and it'd be hard to get enough of them. So it's just, one of these things.
Well, just to let you know as well. Oops, excuse me.
And yes, Tom, you need to go see them play. They are awesome. They've been playing for I don't know how many years, 40 years.
Yeah, Tom.
And they are awesome.
Their
groove is so tight, and of course, now that I say that, y'all just be like,
"What is the matter with that band up there? They sound like crap."
But they are amazing. They're just very professional, and they sound great. So
I did have a wild hair. So for those of you wondering, my hair is
right
as you
here?
can see, it's right there. It is. It's brown and kind of a dark on top there, and I did use coloring and color my hair red over here. So that what you see
You're
there,
just making a joke. Anyway, what was your wild hair?
That was it.
That was it. You're just being silly.
See,
okay.
when you see I was looking at the color and going like, look at my hair. It looks like it's red. Okay, so let me scroll down here real quick and see what else we had here. Here's a good one. What? Read it. You can read it.
What foods do you keep running out of? Foods you have trouble keeping in stock? Coffee creamer. Sparkling waters.
Sparkling waters. Oh my gosh, sparkling waters are like a staple. Goodness. Sorry, I think I've caused coughing for today.
No, I had that. Oh, good heavens. Did it stop or is it going still? I had that upper respiratory thing over a month ago, and it's still going. I'm sorry, I was just checking to make sure it was still. And it's still going, and it's like, I'm still trying to get rid of this stuff. Anyway, go ahead.
So where were we? What was I?
Talking about foods that we run out of.
Foods that we run out of. The sparkling waters, definitely. Milk.
I don't drink milk, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Milk, I don't know what it is. I've got, it's because of this hot weather, it's just, milk is something that's good and cold, and I just am a milk fanatic. There's some times where we'll have, I'll get a gallon of milk, and Alex will pick up a gallon of milk for the back of the fridge, and then before I know it, there's 3 gallons of milk here in the house. I'm going like, oh man, it's just
it's on.
It's on. It's on, buddy. Milk.
So I try to drink only one Diet Coke. So I've learned that I can have a coffee and 1 Diet Coke, and I'll sleep at night. But if I have a coffee and 2 Diet Cokes, or if I have a coffee and 3 Diet Cokes or more, I won't sleep. I'm just toast. So like after we had that memorial for my aunt, which was more like a party, family reunion,
with sparklers.
It was sparklers. I got home and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't get my body and brain to calm down, and because I had such a good time, and then of course I overthought everything after that. But I had so much fun getting to see all of these people that I hadn't seen in forever, and it was fun. But yeah, I mean, just hyper. So Valeda says butter is her thing.
Butter.
Running out of butter.
Like yesterday at the other place when we said
we like butter.
We're gonna fix some eggs. We're gonna have bacon and egg tacos. We decided to fix it at the other house when we stayed, and she says, "Do you have any butter?" Going like, no.
So
but
we use
next best thing,
grease.
bacon grease. That's we had some healthy heart stopping.
I was just gonna say, so our heart health today is probably
is very. Yeah. Do they have a meter for that?
I don't know. Yeah, it's called cholesterol
test.
Meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So it's what butter is our big one too. We're pretty healthy eaters, so like we run out of salads a lot and stuff like that. But
yeah, and try to get
our bad thing is like cheese, wine.
Yeah, there's a lot of
no, we're not.
Funny
my
thing.
box wine. Yeah,
things you keep running out of. But I saw a friend of mine when I was outside working at a yard yesterday, who was on his way to HEB just to get something, decide what they were going to have for the evening for dinner. So there's a lot of folks that'll do that.
They'll just go get fresh whatever, stop in at the grocery store for 15 minutes, get fresh stuff to make something, and then go.
Mm-hmm. And then
that's too much work for me.
Yeah, and then you go to if you go home and go to the refrigerator, you open it up. There's
nothing there.
Like nothing in there.
So candy and Candy's refrigerators like that because they eat. Well, they don't cook very often. They get things, get other stuff.
Look at our faces.
No, your face. Mine's look. Well, I don't know. We both have just his phone is like glitching, man,
it's
big
glitching.
time, and so it keeps pausing on these facial expressions.
Okay, not to change the subject. I'm going to go to that too. When you're watching a movie, and Shannon says or whatever, because I gotta go pee or something like that. So you pause it. Sometimes the characters are paused in the. It's the
so
funniest.
Weird.
I go, and she doesn't even notice it. I go like, you gotta see. Look at the picture.
So there was a picture somebody took, or Candy took, and she was taking a picture of my aunts and uncles, and I came up behind, and I was like, and I was photobombing the picture, and I went, oh crap, I'm in the picture, and so I just went. So here's this picture she posted on Facebook, and I was like, oops.
I didn't. And
it was just.
Oh no!
If you look at my uncle, I'm right to the back side of my uncle, and I'm like.
What you doing? That made me
Valeda
yawn.
said, I ran out of butter the other day, but I had some Land O'Lakes margarine in there, and no, it was not good. So we used to get the margarine, and put that on everything, and then we realized we were just using so much of the margarine, and so I stopped buying it. I just started buying it, and I was like, nope, we're just going to do butter. We're just going to go old school, and we're not going to use this processed crap. We're just going to go old school and use butter, and so we've done butter ever since.
What was the one we used to get in the tub that I just use it? Was it like
Country Crock?
Oh, Country Crock.
Speaking of crock, this is the Cracker Barrel thing.
Cracker
I just
Barrel.
don't understand what is the big deal about Cracker Barrel right now. But anyway,
they got a new CEO, and then they wanted to,
and they changed the
and they wanted to do some rebranding. Thought they would make.
Now they're going back.
They lost like 12
because of a logo.
Their stocks
because of
their stocks dropped 12 points or 12
Why?
whatever.
Just because of a sign, because of a logo.
Well, they changed some of the interiors of some of the things too, remodeled some of the stuff, and not getting. Oh, look at there.
There you go. Okay, so there's a perfect example. You want to read that?
Jason Breedlove. Hey, thank you, Bruce, for all the love you've given my first single, buddy. That's what we try to. Yeah. That's what we try to do. So
and that's the thing. So I've got I'm wearing Cynthia Rausch today, who is one of the artists that we play on our station, and just this is the coolest lady who has such a great story to her music and what she's doing in her life, and that's that's the thing that if the station ends, will be missing, is that we won't get to play those the music for those people who count on us, because we're also a reporting station. So, and by reporting station means that every time somebody's music plays, it's calculated and reported to a
music chart,
and the music charts are watched by different people and used for for them being able to sell their music and being able to get gigs to play for a living. And so it's so important to be able to do this for different people. Valeda said, let's fundraise. He tried that, didn't go. he spent like a whole several hours doing it. It didn't go.
It was actually an all day, heavily promoted for
it just didn't go.
For a week. Yeah, it was kind of like a telethon type of thing, and I was going to run in I was here in the studio and stuff like that, and it had absolutely zero response. So fundraiser's a fundraiser.
People tune out to those kind of things, It's kind of like watching PBS. The show is so great, and then people tune out when it gets to the other stuff. Yeah. Change the channel.
Thanks to our sponsors.
But thank you for the idea,
Dr. Spock, the medical group over at those are all the sponsors and stuff you see over there.
So he's tried that. Let's see. Farmer's Almanac Winter Forecast. Farmer's Almanac has released its 2009.
No, it's
2009. 209th edition, predicting a winter for 2025 to 2026, categorized by chill, snow, repeat weather patterns across of the United States. Okay, that's like a kind of weird type of. After a winter marked by, there you go. By record snowfall and extreme cold in 2024-2025. The upcoming season expected to bring a more traditional winter experience, though not as harsh as the previous year. So last year was pretty mild. I mean, did we get snow this last year?
No, I don't remember. I
thought we did.
We did get a little bit. Yes, we did.
A little bit of dusting.
Uh-huh.
It's so funny. We got all that rain in like May, June, and it come to find out that it was cloud seeding that was causing a lot of the rain, plus an unusual amount of winter storms or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just they stopped because of all the flooding. They stopped the cloud seeding and everything, and then just no rain at all. We got like a little bit yesterday or day before yesterday. But it's gotten to the point where Texas weather has been so hot that if you have birds or any animals whatsoever, right now we've got 3 rabbits inside, 2 with medical issues because of the heat, and one who is just a huge fluffy puffball who just has to be inside because I cannot lose her.
Oh yeah.
And then we have a rooster who's in because of the heat. And we've lost up to 30 birds, 30 animals. We lost 2 rabbits. We've lost a bunch of birds to this ridiculous heat. And trying to keep our plants alive, we planted tomato plants and bell peppers. We had cucumbers. And nothing else produced because the heat's so bad. So it's just kind of like, it's crazy how much things are just changing to where you can't do what you used to be able. My parents and his parents used to be able to do all this stuff with ease.
Yeah.
Now it's just like it's just ridiculous. You can't keep anything alive. It's just kind of crazy. The weather patterns. I mean, it's nuts. So I don't know. Anyway, I'll let you talk now.
No, hey, I'm enjoying listening to you actually. When people say stuff to you or whatever that talk about your talking or whatever, I'm actually that makes me as much as you say you don't listen to me at all.
It makes me it's hard for you to hear everything.
And I guess I do unintentionally have selective hearing. I do.
Well, you're so busy and you're like walking and you're doing something. Sorry, we're digressing to something else. We're walking.
We can do that.
You're like, you've got 100 things going in your mind. And so I'm talking and you're going, yeah. And I'm like, no, stop. Listen
to what I said.
Listen to me because Because then after he's like, I've said whatever, and he's like, "Arr!" And then all of a sudden he goes and does something, and I said, I just said.
Yeah.
And he's like, huh?
Yeah. And I feel bad for not stopping and taking the time to listen.
It's just because you're right now. We're just ridiculously busy.
Trying to get some things done to make life simpler and somewhat and easier.
I'm like listening to all these other people who are struggling too, and it's just
it's crazy.
It's impossible. I mean, it's gotten to be impossible when the cost of living and everything is so high, and they're pulling property tax that just ridiculous, to the point where you can't keep houses that you should be allowed to keep. Yep. It's we're spending as much per month on a house we own as a lot of people are paying rent.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
It's crazy.
We own the house, and we're spending as much on it. We're spending on the house that we purchased. We're spending almost 3 times as much on it now as when we were purchasing it.
Yeah, so as it was when my dad homesteaded.
And we owned it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm talking about the Cross River house.
Oh,
it's crazy. So it's just crazy. It's it's everybody is, you can't, it's just crazy. I'm sorry. Yep. It's just crazy.
So it's just letting you know, and letting you know, and letting me know that we're not alone, although it feels
like we're alone,
like you are, but you're not. So
yeah.
Let's finish off our day here with what's the dumbest thing someone believed. Okay, it says what's the dumbest thing someone believed. Here's a guy shared this particular. It says, my mom dated a man that believed if you were in New York, you could put your truck in neutral and coast to Florida using 0 gas because it was all downhill. So is there any, do you have anything?
Okay, so people who believe the people who believe the earth is flat.
Okay.
That one I don't understand.
Okay.
I'm not going to call it dumb. I just don't understand it.
No.
It's kind of a...
I can understand it. I bought the Styx album, Point of No Return. Right there it is. There's your proof right there on the album cover.
But seriously, I mean, there are some, but...
I'm sorry, that was Kansas, by the way, not Styx.
Okay.
My bad.
So I don't know. I think the word dumb, when it comes to what people believe, I mean, I guess that example, that is dumb. That's...
Yeah.
But there are some people who believe things that are
proven.
Well, okay. There are some people who believe in God, which I do, and some people who think that that's dumb to believe in God. That they're like, oh, please. So I mean, when it comes down to it, dumb is. I mean, is there dumb, and then there's.
Okay, so let's, and I didn't say the word dumb here. That's just what I read. That's what I read off. So,
what is something dumb?
It's not what necessarily the ones you're talking about. Not necessarily dumb.
No, but for someone else, they might think it's dumb.
I guess so.
Someone who doesn't believe it, thinks it's dumb.
Okay.
I mean, what if we die and realize that flat earthers were right?
Yeah, when you're walking along there, and he says, all right, go ahead. Go ahead and take one more step, and I'll show you that they weren't crazy. Like,
so
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What's the dumbest thing? Anybody got anything?
Anybody got anything? It was just
the dumbest thing you think somebody believes. The dumbest thing someone believes.
I mean, you obviously you have Bigfoot. You've got.
Yes, but hey. We used to say aliens. were a dumb thing. What if Bigfoot's an alien? You just don't know.
You just don't know.
When you have an open mind and you've watched The Unexplained or...
is that the one with William Shatner?
or or The Twilight Zone. I mean, dude, there's some things you cannot explain. It's like, is it dumb? Or is it maybe there's something to it?
You know what? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes. If you know, you know.
So I mean, that's the thing. Is like, do you believe in aliens? Because I have friends who go, no. And I have friends who several years ago used to say, no. And now they go, yes. Mm-hmm. So, do I believe in aliens? I'm very open-minded. I'm like, could be. I feel like if we live in a universe that has this many planets and this many what we're part of, well, no, what is it
Galaxies.
called? Galaxies. And that many galaxies, it is foolish to think we are the only planet out of billions, probably even a number we can't even think of, that is alive, that has living things. That's kind of, really? You really think we're just one little special planet out of all? Mm-hmm. So, I kind of believe there might be something else out there, yes. So Do they visit us? Yeah. I don't know, maybe.
I would just, if you need a refresher, I would just watch Avengers Endgame. and that would explain a lot to you. Tells you exactly what's out there.
But I mean, it's kind of like, it's kind of crazy. So I don't know. I'm thinking dumb is relative now.
Yeah, it definitely is.
You want me to get a chicken of the week real quick?
Sure, go ahead and do that. What's your step here?
Yeah,
we're gonna get. I don't know what she's gonna get, but we're just gonna have a little bit of fun here with the chicken of the week. And one thing if you were here from the beginning, or if you just joined us, we were contemplating on finishing off the stations here, having to financially. It's one of those things where KLRN does their telethons. That just doesn't work with internet radio. So. It's hard to keep these stations afloat and stay out of the red. So we're going to be talking about. We'll see what happens, and I want to thank you guys for all that you've done. It'll probably be within a couple of weeks we're going to decide whether they're going to stay or nay. Which we get our chicken here and see what happens. I hear chickens and roosters in the background. It's I don't know. So not showing any viewers here right now. I know we've got some on because it says somebody's listening. If you have anything you want to chat about here for a sec, feel free. And those of you listening on the air, let me see what's coming up here on Texas 46 Radio. I've got I've got three blind mouse here. I got Paul Harvey coming up here in just a sec. Now see, I'm not even going to ask how this even happened. This was like you definitely went into some uncharted territory on this one. This particular bird does not have a name.
Asshole.
Asshole. Yes.
Sorry.
No, he's looking at you now, kind of going like, "What the heck is that?"
Sorry, if you have kids in your house and I just said that, I am so very sorry.
Ooh, we need some nails trimmed too. So.
Ooh.
He's got some.
Oh, good heavens!
Don't here. Let me help you out here real quick. Put some this side. And there we go, up like that. There we go. How's that better?
No, you just made me look even worse. And it's the right way.
Uh-huh. One-headed headphones.
Oh, good
There you
heavens!
go.
Well, I guess it's just gonna.
It's just going to do what it's going to do.
I just don't even know which way it goes.
You're at the end.
All right,
You're at
so
the end. Yeah.
my hair looks funny. Sorry, I can't tell which way everything goes. It just
Yeah, put this
it
over
is
here.
what it is. I could have
Well, that's
just
not
done
gonna
it
work
without
either.
headphones, and then
Oh, you could. Hey, bud.
so
Okay, so this particular one here is
mean.
Is mean.
Very, very mean, and I just caught him off guard. So, and I'm in a hole. I just caught him off guard, so he's already bit me.
Oh, and he's in a cage. He's
gorgeous,
in a pen by himself.
Mean as can be. Yeah, he's in the Haas coop.
So there you are.
I'm trying really hard not to get bit.
He is a frizzle Sarama.
Put your tail up, buddy. So he's he's mean as hell, but he's really gorgeous, and so that's why I wanted to show him.
The colors.
Look at him.
The colors are really pretty cool.
Put your tail up so we can see how pretty you are.
Oh.
Yeah, here. Hold on. I know he's mean, so I gotta be really careful because when he bites, I bleed. Yeah. But anyway, so here's this. Look at is he not? See, he's a little bit. Look how red his comb is.
I know he is.
So
definitely.
these, he's a Sarama frizzle, and he is normally the tail goes straight up, and they kind of like that. Just piss him off a little bit more.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
But he's really gorgeous, as you can see.
Yeah.
But he's really mean. He runs at the cage and tries to attack me through the thing. And I wanted to just show him just one time because he's absolutely beautiful and perfect. And I mean, dude, seriously,
dude.
look at that.
Yeah. Whoop.
Oh, I cannot get him
in
the
focus.
Picture. Okay.
There you go.
I'm going the wrong direction with him. So anyway, he's really cute. This breed of bird.
Jeez,
sorry.
That scared me, man.
Sorry. This breed of bird is prone to heart attacks. They are because they're packed really tight. They're and he's shivering.
Oh,
good. I'm glad you should. Don't awe him. You know how many times he's tried to kill me through that screen.
Well, me too. He'll chase. I'll walk past you. He'll chase me.
You go to give him his water, and he comes and he runs at you and attacks you.
No.
So he's So this breed, for some reason, their heart is actually really good size for such a small bird because this is a full-size chicken. This is a chicken.
This is as big as it gets.
This is what when you go to the grocery store and it has a game hen, this is what you're buying. But a Sarama and a game hen, the only difference, the Sarama, the tail goes straight up, and some Saramas are really bred to be almost kind of crazy looking with their chest out and everything.
Almost militant.
Yeah, almost like military birds.
Yep.
But he is, he's just really beautiful, and he's shivering, which he probably deserves to shiver because he's so mean. But he's really gorgeous, and so a lot of times they don't live past 2 to 3 years. Yeah. He is probably on year what? How many years do you think he is? 2 or 3? Close to 2 or 3, somewhere in between.
Definitely 2 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, if we were to breed any more, these are the ones that we like, only because they are you pin them so they don't free range, because they can fly up into trees. Although frizzles really can't. Frizzles can only get up so high because they have so many curls in their feathers, so they can't catch air. See the holes, the gaps in their feathers, so they can't really catch air, so they don't fly as well.
Just enough to get them up on a roost. That's about it.
But the frizzle gene, you can only put like a rooster with a frizzle rooster with non-frizzle hens, or frizzle hens with a non-frizzled rooster. Because if you get a frizzle with a frizzle, you end up with a frazzle, and those usually end up being kind of bald, and which you've seen on our show before. But for those of you listening who can't see this, he is a white, and he's got, it's kind of like white with some red, a little bit of red feathers, kind of polka dot. He's almost calico, mostly white with like kind of calico feathers to him. It's a little bit of red, a little bit of black. Really beautiful. Has this big puffy collar that's all curled. All of his feathers are curled. His wings are kind of this crazy, I don't know. He's just absolutely gorgeous little creature. And
creature's a good word for it. Creature.
Do you want to talk? Tell me about it. Tell me all about it.
You just
tell me all about it.
You just named our bird.
Creature.
Creature.
Oh, is your name Creature? Oh. So anyway, when you have a mean rooster, you can. I mean, they actually can still be fun, and you can actually start to handle a mean rooster until you socialize them a little bit, and they kind of calm down. But then there are some that actually just get it. Like Orange Juice is a red frizzle, kind of a medium-sized red frizzle rooster that we have in our yard. And he likes to every once in a while attack us, but it's not really it's not really that he's being mean. He almost just seems to have fun doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, dude, not today. So sometimes they just seem to love to do it. I mean, it just seems to be their personality. This dude, he loves to be mean. He just really does. But right now he's shivering.
Yeah, I noticed the spurs are not pointed. Did you clip those? Or?
No, I didn't. Not that, no. No, but I think we clipped him a while back ago.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean,
but he's just really, really cutie.
It's good.
But he's really tiny.
Good pick there.
It is a good pick. He's like, shivering. So he's a gorgeous little creature, but he is mean as can be. And so when you go to feed him and stuff, he will bite you and tear you up, man. So.
Yeah, so just remember, for all you guys that are coming by to feed our birds, you'll know that you just cannot.
Mean roosters do not need to be cold. You do not want. We won't give our roosters away. Look how cute his chicken butt is.
Look at that.
Look,
chicken butt.
We don't cull ours. We put them in very good sized cages, and they acclimate to the cage, and their entertainment is trying to attack us while we feed them.
Why not? So, well, thanks for picking that bird. I would have never expected that bird.
Well, I've been wanting to grab him, and today, just for some reason, he wasn't paying attention, and I was able to.
Yeah, he'll kick himself for that later. And go like, what was I doing? What was I thinking?
Talk. But you definitely want to keep them away from your face.
Yeah, it's kind of like
away from your hands.
Sometimes
because if you put your hand here in front of him.
Oh yeah, you're gonna don't.
Well, I just wanted to see if he'd do it. Now he's not doing it, so that's
freak me out. It's kind of like a cat. You don't want to look him directly in the eyes too close. So,
all
well,
right.
Thanks, sweetie. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys again. And have a great weekend. And pray for rain. We could use it badly. Signing out. Bye.
Bye.
Hill Country Customs Towing and Collision has been serving the New Braunfels area since 1988. They repair